Hello world, my name is Sky, and I have an idea for a TV show. So if there's any cable network, HBO, Fox, Sci-Fi, Spike, any network out there that would be interested in an idea for a TV show, I think I have a crazy idea that, it'd be pretty awesome, in my opinion. Here's what it is. Take a group of high schoolers who discover a way to magically go to another world. By the way, this is all based off of a book I just wrote called A Gang of Daggers. And it's this idea that these kids, they discover a way to go to another world through a magical portal. And while there, they realize, hey, we can pretty much do whatever we want here. And they decide, well, let's become a bunch of mercenaries with swords and shields. And they go about killing people. And they just realize, wow, this is, it's a crazy idea. I think because HBO, they're going to be doing, or they're picking up George R. R. Martin's A Song of Fire and Ice, saga, which is a very brutal, crazy, and amazing, with detail fantasy story. In my opinion, I wrote my story, something I've been thinking about for about 10 years, and I realize now, writing out, that it's kind of like a video game in some ways. And I think, while I was thinking about it, while I just was writing it and I just finished the book, I have an idea that it could be turned into a TV show. And this is how you do it. You make it a semi-reality show. I'm thinking of approaching a high school, like if somebody wanted to take me up on this idea, this crazy, wonderful, stupid idea I have, think of like a wrestling, like professional wrestling, WWE, with Vince McMahon. Have guys involved in a show where they're fighting, but it's somewhat stage fighting. But if the actor is killed, killed, quote unquote, they're using rubber weapons, and you use CGI effects to do the blood and the damage and stuff like that. If that actor is killed, he's killed. Or if that character is killed, the actor is quote unquote dead now in the show. And I think you could also say it's a little bit of Japanese animation influence. Have it so that it's a group of these high school kids, and I'm thinking you approach a high school in like New York, the School of the Arts, in fact, because you want a bunch of actors, and you just get some good raw talent, get the best raw talent in America. New York's School of Arts. Kids who want to act, kids who know martial arts, kids who, they would love to just be extras, just, love to get the experience. Let them, get into this thing. And, the idea is that I think that you can get some professional sword fighters, some weapon, fighters around, get them together with the kids, and you basically get these guys to train with the kids, and then you just start developing a style of fighting that would just, really work, especially with like digital cameras, camera work and stuff like that. And that way you could stage realistic battles, they take the crew to various forts. You take them to Europe, to different castles and whatnot, and just have them, stage these fights. And you could just film it all. You could film one entire, battle scene, one continuous shot, and using digital effects, you can literally have the angles, shifting around, stuff like that. But anyways, I mean, this is just an idea I have for a TV show, and I think. Because Band of Brothers, my God, it's an amazing thing, an amazing experience, and it's just the amount of violence and carnage was astounding, and to see that people could maintain order in themselves and in their lives amidst this total chaos, and it just staggers my mind. And I think that what I really want to do is that I would get these kids together, these freshmen in high school, and I'd say, this is what's happened. You are given a sword. You're given the opportunity. You can go kill somebody, and not fear repercussion. And in fact, we're going to go, you're going to kill people who basically they deserve to be killed. And later on it'll become like, well, you're going to fight professional soldiers whose business it is to fight, kill, maim. And I think it would just be amazing just to see, can the actor, can the kid. Because the other thing is that all the actors will have the same first name as their characters. You just write a different backstory for each kid. But based on that kid's personality and just how that kid grows and really because see, this is why you get the you're basically going to get a bunch of kids who want to join the show. The kids who know how to fight, those are and who want to act basically. That'll be one group. But the kids who know how to act, those are going to be the stars. Those are going to be the guys you really want to give the storylines and the main focus to. And the result is that the idea is that all of these guys are going to learn how to fight. The guys who are natural fighters, they're going to excel, and there's going to be certain roles for them. But also they're going to be doing most of the main fighting. Because the other idea is that it's going to be realistic, and that these guys are seriously when they fight, if they get dinged on the arm with a rubber sword, they have to act and react that, oh, I've been injured. And the thing is, and the fighting is going to continue on. So they're going to have to, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be kind of like wrestling, professional wrestling, the sword fighting and stuff like that. I think it's possible. I think it is capable to be done. Hong Kong, martial arts training. These guys are literally filming a movie every day, and they're huge acrobatic teams. They're doing all this crazy stuff, but continuously. It would be a weird fantasy sort of semi-reality show based idea, and I think that it would just kind of be very mind-boggling. The amount of violence would be varying, and also this is the other idea, is that I think this would be a really awesome show set up for DVDs, and this is how you do it. You'd have a lot of footage, because every time these guys get together, they're going to interact in some way, and also because there's a storyline, which if you pick me up for it, I'll be feeding these kids storylines of how to of what they can do. I'm really thinking that this show, if it works out, it could be like The Wire, it could be like Sopranos, just I mean, even like but think like Deadwood in Rome, in terms of just this sort of alternate reality, or just really unique, strange situation. And it's not uncommon. There's other shows that take advantage of that and use that sort of idea. And I think people would really kind of latch on and dig this thing, and for various reasons. Girls, because there's a bunch of virile young men duking it out, and also the other aspect about it is that in this other world, these guys, these kids, these boys, they can do whatever they want. The storylines, by the way, for all the actors, is that they're outcasts, that they're the weak, the nerds, the guys that just basically they've been bullied on all throughout elementary and into junior high. They never quite fit in. They were just oddballs, and the school they go to is the roughest, meanest, most just gang infested inner city place to go to. Or there's a shooting in the school campus every week. And so as a result, when these guys go, and if any of them die, they bring the body back and they just dump it, and they just like, oh, is this a gang shooting or something? So that's how you work it into the storyline. And I think that I just hope the school would be cool with that, but we might change it around, who knows? But I mean, this is just what I've been thinking. As I think this would be real entertaining to me, because the other aspect is that you're going to see the characters from the first year. It's going to go and go and go, 4 years, and they're going to graduate and they're going to leave, and then it's going to be the next group who's been there for 4 years. And now it's their 5th year, and now they're in charge, and so the senior class is going to be the group in charge, and they have the new class that they have to train, the new freshmen have to train, and there's the juniors who are like they're vying for position and power. They're trying to figure each other out. And there's the sophomores who are like they're struggling, they're learning all this stuff, and they're being like just training, intense. And what's going to happen is that all these storylines, all these reality storylines, they're all going to mix and mingle. You're going to see people, characters, in the freshman year, and you'll see them in the background. And then if you pay attention, you'll watch and you'll notice like how they've improved over time. So that way, that's the other aspect of a DVD release, is that then you can have all this film footage, and you can select different characters' storylines. So that way, the user can decide what kind of storyline they want to follow, or whose storyline they're more interested in. And you have guys, you have girls. On this other world, sex, drinking, killing. Everybody's just kind of going nuts and stuff like that. So that's just my idea.